Okay. Left off. We have plastic and rubber now. Complete this milestone. 1, 2, 3. Do I have 400? 1, 2, 3, 4. And do a few things around the base here with milestones, and then we'll go back to oil and see if we can't ramp up production. New buildings.
The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency with the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
480 resources per minute. So we'll wait for the next. Can we see the milestones even though we can't complete them? Yes, all tier 5 milestones are done. Monorail seems to be next. I don't even know if it's worth us to build a truck right now. Yeah, I want monorail then industrial. I don't know if we're spitting out enough motors for this. Yeah. Okay. Are we going to be able to support 500 here? Yep, seems so. What about 1,000 beams? Oh yeah. So that one should actually go pretty quickly. Should probably redo this. What did I talk about? Putting it here, and then if I need to, I can swing it out and up. Let's get rid of this tree. That's right. I left my chainsaw back there because I have one over here. And I'll need fuel for the chainsaw. Okay. Can I not cut down this tree? This is some sort of permanent fixtured tree. Okie doke. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that should affect it. Yeah, maybe we'll build some 4s there. Throughput out of those boxes is certainly handy. Um, oops. I was afraid of that. I think if it goes over a smidge, it'll work. Oops. And then I don't know what to do with this fuel. Guess we'll just keep it in there for now. This box will be able to feed something as needed. So, alright, let's get our 1,000 beams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, need our 1,000 pipe too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 500 beams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next milestone. Yeah, maybe we'll play with trains over here before we go back to oil. Yeah, it's gonna motors. Pretty sure I have 250 already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Milestone reached. Trains are excellent for efficiently moving vast
Thinking
quantities of
this
parts.
next.
Train logistics can be made more precise and complex with tools found in the railway signaling milestone. I listen to all my pioneers, often when they're not even aware of it. So due to popular demand, I have added a motivational message. Choo-choo mother...
Gonna need 3, 5, 10. Wire comes easy. Good on plastics, definitely not good on motors. Might be short on the modular frames as well. Yeah, not too bad. Okay. Let's free up some space up here. Okay, what do I need for trains? Train station is a hub. Navigate to and stop at. So if you stop at a freight platform, freight cars that stop at the platform. So train station is where the locomotive stops and platform goes behind. You need one platform per car. Snaps to other platforms and stations. What do I need to build these things? Plastics, concrete, wire, motor, rubber. Wire. Oh, the wire's over here. We got plenty of that. Modular frames. Modular frames and concrete are the last bits. Okay. I think what I'll do is put one of these down here, and that'll be my train playground. Oops. I thought... Oh, I don't have any fuel. I was gonna say, I thought this would use the most efficient fuel. Okay. Can I drop that on the ground? Yeah. Yes, that fuel is more efficient. I just jumped higher. Fuel is automatically consumed. Different fuel types can be used to provide different levels of efficiency. I guess all I had to do is read. The preferred fuel type will be used if available and can be set in the equipment inventory. How do you set it as the preferred fuel? Ah. Okay, does that mean this one I cannot? Okay. Let's build a train set. It's probably gonna be someone down here. Nope. Still not really clear if these guys respawn. Why is everything hazy down here? Okay. Train station. Oh my god, it's huge. can go up hills. Turn too sharp. I bet this is going to be too sharp of a decline. Nope. A little bit clipping, that's fine. We're just testing things here. Do I have... How do I add a freight platform? Maybe this isn't the way. Freight platform. What is that doing? Just build it. It is going straight up through the ground. Whatever, we'll see. I just want to see how this stuff works. Okay. Can I set this anywhere? It appears so. Now, do I have to set another train station over here? Or can I just set a platform? Must be placed in line with another train platform. So it needs a train station. Okay. Turns too sharply. Easy fix. Oops. Too long. That's got to be fine. Okay. You tell me. Wire's too long. Can I put another one? Yeah. I don't care, just experimenting. Okay. So I want to pick up here and drop off. Oh, I need iron plates. I guess I don't need a storage box to show how this works, but oops. Okay. Plate. We're going to be moving grass. Oh my gosh. You for real? Okay. Screw it. Train will load grass from here. And it's going to unload grass here. Okay. Now what? Do you need fuel? I can manually drive it. That's kind of cool. Brake is not fast enough to stop. Going 70 kilometers per hour. Brake. Oh my gosh. F. To dock. Hmm. Okay. Self-driving, does that mean it's just gonna do its own thing? Or do I have to map it out? Oh, a little tootski. Okay. I'm free to go. No stops in the timetable. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to leave this train station for when I test the signals and other train features. It's pretty awesome. Question is, will it stop if there's nothing to get at the next station? I would assume so. Nothing here. Yep. So we'll dock for a moment, find there's nothing here, and move on. It'll wait. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Nope. It'll wait for, what was that, 10, 20 seconds? Okay. Great. I don't think I have. Prevents trains from derailing at the end of a railway. So if you want them to, you could put a locomotive on either end, have them get out of the way, let another train in, type deal, I'm guessing. If I add a locomotive on the end, I could probably delete this. Question is, does that mean the train station has to be station, freight, station? Guess we'll see. There it is, unloading. If it hits this and then goes backwards, we'll know at least for our first rail, we could just go back and forth. And then as we add additional trains, Oops, I need to add something in here for it to grab. Get out of the way. Now will it just go back? It's thinking real hard about how it can't get there. Yep. So perhaps I have to add it to this schedule. Wait, what did that say? Station unreachable. Does that mean you'd have to add a station here? No. Trains are one way. This being back there does nothing. Let me think about it. I could delete these and move them over. Okay, so I would need a station going this way. Freight platform there, and a station going this way. Yeah, it's a valid configuration. See if it actually works though. I don't understand that. Create space where necessary. I'm okay with that. I'm just testing. So my assumption is when I connect these, boy, sometimes I wish I could just lop off a chunk. Is there any way you could get that? I'm guessing no. Otherwise, I would have figured it out. How about that? Gonna have to rebuild this train. Cannot dismantle a docking vehicle. Cancel docking. That's not gonna do it. Okay. What if I allow you to go that way? Are you still docking? Hmm. Unload. See what decision it makes. There's two options. Go forward or go back. I'm assuming it'll go forward. It cannot load because it already has a load. I cannot even select this. Okay. Path is invalid. Okay. Let me see here. Ludvika. Can you add Ludvika? Or wait, no, I'd want Timmersdale. So the assumption would be when this is done, you go forward. The wrong train has its light on. Nope. It definitely supports this. This light is red. There we go. It figured it out. Is there even anything in here? Why can't I select this anymore? Well, worst case scenario, it times out. Yep, here we go. Okay, so the back and forth is supported. Can I put stuff in here now? Yes, you just can't do it while it's docked. It's trying to figure out what's going on. So then the question is, do I even need the Ludvika station? And I didn't provide any power here, but it's fine because it's being powered through that station. So if this works, yeah, it's gonna work. You could have a pass-through station. I mean, I'm sure you could make some complex design where the station's pointing either way, and trains will come into the station based on the direction they're pointing. So if I had a complex thing and I had a train coming down here, it would not stop at Timmersdala. It would stop at whatever this station is. Oops. Okay. How much power is that thing soaking up? A ton. So I'll just disconnect it from the grid. I've proved all that I wanted to prove for now. This will be my toy train down here. How are you still? No power. Okay. So I'm gonna need a ton of rail and some more plastic wire and encased beams. It's funny, after I did this tractor thing, it's already going by the wayside, which I think I talked about in the last episode, that I'm doing this track and I'm about to replace it with a train station almost immediately. let's take a trip. What do I need to unlock that car? Because I'm tired of walking on foot to the oil base, and I don't want to spend the energy to do a hyperloop. Okay, up. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I like this because it's going to give me flexibility in oil if I don't even want to make plastic. So this feels like the obvious choice. Alright, where's the car? Quartz. Easy peasy. 10 oscillators. I have 100. And modular frames. I also want that.
This personnel transport vehicle facilitates rapid traversal of difficult terrain and climbs like a mountain goat that has returned from extinction.
Okay.
Priority merger unlocked. Useful for prioritizing between inputs to avoid eventual stoppage. If you have an issue with stoppage somewhere else, consult a physician instead.
The reason why I'm looking to where to plop this car down is making sure I can get under the hyperloop. Craft. It has a built-in... Wait, what? I can autopilot this thing too. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Do I have a horn? No. Oh, I almost forgot the power cells. I need, yeah. I don't think there's any need to do a hyperloop to oil. In fact, I can't really imagine a world where I'm using the hyperloop at all anymore. I might just take it down. Or at least this part that's going to be in my way. Okay. I don't know. I just don't see the use case for hyperloop. Maybe if you had a huge mega factory and you want to get from one end of it to the other, but traversing large distances doesn't feel like the right play. I said I need 10. I'll leave some behind. That oil, that is. Is there anything else I need over there? Well, if there is, I didn't make a note of it. Alright, so going to oil. Milestones is kind of like an always to do, but that's fine. Actually, I guess we're working on it right now passively, trying to get those motors and things recuperated. Ooh. Okay. Big air. I guess I could always ride the train over here too if I catch the train. Hopefully the train shows up on your map. So if you want to catch a ride to oil. Jeez, oh Pete's. Oh, it's my headlamp that's still on. I thought I added. I don't know, maybe Hyperloop over here would still be nice to not have to do the driving. Or I could do a path, kind of autopilot the vehicle. We'll see. Either way, it's faster than walking. Took like a 5-minute trip down to like a 2-minute trip. Okay. So I think you're probably yellow because you've exceeded the storage. Nope. Oh, you're green. You're yellow. Because you are waiting on polymer resin. This is a great example of alternate, because right now I don't want to make a ton of fuel, but I'm going to be making a bunch more heavy oil residue, and I have nothing to do with it. I can make smokeless powder. Less efficient coal. So smokeless powder to burn it out, or flushing these things. Well, I've set this up so that it's producing those more slowly. So let's go ahead and crank this up. Whatever fuel this doesn't burn will flow over here. That's already full. So I should probably collect extra fuel. Where am I going to store it? That ought to work. Except I don't have smart valves. I can limit the rate. But okay. This needs 33.6 cubic meters. Now we'll just figure it out. Play with it. Shite. Okay. It's fine. What's the flow rate here? What if I start with capping it at like 60? My guess is, like any other splitter, this is going to split it evenly. So 60 and 60. So maybe even take this down further. So let's say its optimal is 120. But that also means when this is backed up, yes, it'll continue flowing into here. Why am I doing this? I don't even remember why. Because I don't want this to shut down because I have nowhere for the fuel to go. That's why. Since this needs, say 40, needs 80 cubic meters per minute. We'll see. As long as this isn't getting backed up, we're fine. Okay. Just buying myself some time. So, what's residual fuel? Yeah, it's still fuel. Fuel from heavy oil residue. So if I instead go this route, I'm just going to be creating more heavy oil residue and turning it into fuel. But I'm producing 130 per minute instead of 40. It's interesting. It's probably the right way to go. I don't even need it for bandwidth purposes, but I think I'm going to upgrade all these just to load faster. I mean, it's quite the trip. Get that stuff moving quicker. Get this moving quicker. Okay. Do the same thing for pipes when needed, but I don't need it right now. I mean, I technically have 4 level 4 conveyor belts. There's 6 apiece, though. There's no way I'm gonna have enough. Yeah, even with this, I won't have enough. Because that's gonna be 26 on its own. 21. 6, 6, 15. Yeah. Do as much as we can. That'll at the very least get everything into storage faster. Do I have... Yes. I think what I'm going to do is continue to build this out for eventual train. And also just not being scared to drive on this tiny little foundation. Okay. That's all I can do for now. So let's see, it's an hour. What I'll do is I'll hop in the car, head back, see if I can finish the milestone. And call it a day. I think that fuel production is fine. I certainly wish I could get more plastic per trip. I think I would need to yeah, what are we waiting on? Polymer resin probably most of the time. Yep. Which means producing more fuel. I'm already burning through as much of this as I can. Okay. Some easy optimizations to be made. Okay. Yeah, this is much nicer. Sketchy part is going to be if the truck's on the same road when I get there. Part of me thinks I should almost just wait here for it. Yeah, here it comes. Okay. Does it have a little dice in the mirror? I think it does. Dude. It's gone. Can I even swim down? Nope. Yep. Jeez. So much for that first car. Somewhere somebody's done this before. Looking at the dice in the mirror and messed up my turn. Let's look at that slug down here. Is this a Caterium vein? Oh my god. It's been under that. It's been seen here that whole time. Do I even have it marked? No. It's the first time I've seen one. That is hilarious. It means I could make I could just mine here. How to get power? Well, I'm gonna have to mine here anyways. Get power here anyways, and then make a train stop here. That's too funny. Am I gonna be able to get back from that? I really don't know. That's too funny. Okay. I wonder if I get up there now with my new fuel. Oh, you know what I need to do is sink. I need an awesome sink over there. That's what I'll do to get rid of all that excess fuel. I don't think such a thing exists in Factorio. If you're collecting a bunch of fluids, you just need to keep storing them until you find a use for them. And then if your line gets out of balance, you're just hosed. Alright, so do I have 200 motors? Just about. That's fine. I think I'm going to call it there. Let's get our to-do list squared away. Okay. Oil train. Caterium mining plus train stop. I don't need a vehicle for this. I'm just going to do mining. I can remove some of this stuff. It's like a as it comes up type stuff. Okay. And then once we get this next milestone, we'll be able to start working on phase 3.